What does call the lender mean? Oh, hello?
Hello, what are you wearing?
When I'm helping you sell your home and we get an offer on your house that requires financing, I'm going to call the loan officer and I'm going to ask them about their buyer and how far along are they in the loan process.
Oh, Sergeant Pepper's roof repair and mortgages. Hello? Hello?
I want to find out if the buyer's already pre-approved or if they're close and how quickly can they close on that deal. Now this is paramount if you're my home seller. Why? You definitely want to know how far along the buyers are on their loan process, because sometimes a buyer might call a loan officer and say, we want to apply for a loan, and the loan officer will tell them where to go online to fill out a mortgage loan application. If the buyer's credit is within the guidelines, and if what they say that their income is within the guidelines, then the computer will usually issue what's called a pre-qualification letter.
Don't be so hasty.
Read worthless piece of paper. Yeah, a lot of home buyers and sadly loan officers don't know the difference between a pre-qualification and a pre-approval. A pre-approval is when all the documentation has come in, it's all been put in a file, a mortgage underwriter has looked at the file and has gone approved. That's the difference. And that difference is huge.
It's huge.
If you're my client selling your house and you get an offer from a buyer who may have just made a loan application last night online and they've got their pre-qualification letter to prove it, you might feel differently about jumping in with that buyer at that point because you don't really even know if they can fully get approved and close the loan.
That's right, you're pre-approved. Go out and buy a car and a boat fast as you can. Yeah, of course it'll be fine.
So I call the lender, and most of the time a loan officer is pretty helpful. They want to make sure that their client, their buyer, can get the house that they want and close on that loan. But sometimes they get uppity and they go, oh, I can't give you any information about that buyer, which is incorrect. They can disclose if they've made an application, they can disclose if they're within guidelines and credit.
Certainly, the code is more what you call guidelines.
And how far away they are to close. They can disclose that. Sometimes they don't, which is a bad thing. Sometimes I suggest to my home sellers, maybe you might want to pass on this loan officer buyer combo because a lot of question marks. And we don't want to go 30 days down the road only to find out that they can't qualify for the loan. I've sometimes suggested to the buyer, why don't you make a loan application with one of my trusted loan partners, and I know they're very good, and just have them take a look at your finance package and see if they can, and then we can have a clearer idea if the seller might want to go and do a deal with that buyer or just pass. It's better to pass sooner than later.
Yeah, of course it'll be fine. Gotta go. So actually, I do like one roof repair and one mortgage loan a year. I'm that good. Yeah.
The best loan officers call me first, the listing agent, because they want to put a package together that makes their buyer look as strong as possible. That gives me a much better feeling I'm working with a pro, and then my home sellers will agree to that too, because we like more information than less information. You do too.
More tequila, more love, more anything. More is better.
If you're working with an agent who doesn't want to go that extra mile, by the way, that's my due diligence. It's really my job.
I love diligencing.
Then maybe you might want to get a second opinion. And that's what call the lender means. Send this to somebody who might need it. Let me know your thoughts or you have any questions on comments down below or reply to this email.